Hello, now I'm going to explain about how the impact of COVID on Indonesian employment. But before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Evelyn Bethania Ang Frans. I'm first semester management student from University of Vidya Mandira Kupang with student ID 32121040. Okay, now let's go back to the topic. Impact of COVID-19 on employment. Coronavirus, or now we are familiar with COVID-19, is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered type of coronavirus, which has entered Indonesia since March 2020. Apparently, this virus not only attacks humans but also attacks the economy, thus making the economy in Indonesia is getting worse. Due to the disruption to economic activity, the regional lockdown policy to contain the spread of the virus has caused by many companies to close their business and go bankrupt, which has resulted in a reduction in the number of workers and massive layoffs, especially in the sector that most limit in the pandemic. With the spread of COVID-19 virus in Indonesia until now, it does not rule out the possibility that the unemployment rate in Indonesia will increase even very potentially, judging by the number of workers housed or encouraged to stay at home only because of social distancing. This is very limiting for people to work. This activity to limit people to work can trigger an increase in unemployment. Unemployed are people who have not done an activity to make money, but employment is not limited to people who are not yet working, but people who are looking for work, and people who are working but unproductive jobs can be categorized as unemployed. Countries in the world have to stop their production. People are prohibited from traveling, so that the tourism sector, individual incomes, companies, and even the countries decrease. Therefore, not only the community personally feels the impact, but the whole life, especially the employees of the company that are widely laid off. Factors causing unemployment. The factors that cause unemployment are: 1. There is mix and match between the number needed by the company and the number of workers available. 2. Advance in technology so that robots or machines replace human workers. 3. Employee skills and experience no longer match the job's requirements. 4. Lack of education or educational limitation. 5. Poverty. 6. Laid off. 7. Employees residence far from company domicile. 8. Not in accordance to global competition standards. 9. Difficulty finding job vacancy or suitable work. 10. Unrealistic expectation for job candidates. Unemployment impact. The consequence of unemployment on the economy or social life are: 1. Impact on the economy. 1. Decrease in average income per capita of the population. 2. Decrease government revenue due to the tax sector. 3. Increase social costs that must be borne by the government. 4. Increase the national debt. 2. Impact on the society. 1. Fading skill due to announced abilities. 2. Instability social and political. 3. Create a psychological burden for the unemployment and their families. 4. Could trigger a crime. Efforts to overcome unemployment in the time of COVID-19. In this case, the Ministry of Manpower continues to strive to reduce the unemployment rate by improving unemployment information service in advising micro, small and medium enterprises, as well as improving community-based infrastructure. What might be done so that unemployment rate does not increase rapidly is optimizing pre-employment cards by the government, encouraging the business world to provide incentives instead of layoffs, trying to make this pandemic pass quickly, trusting the government, and increase the entrepreneurial spirit, especially those based online.